Right, so last part I did the mouth, and I think it's come out pretty good. So now we just gonna finish it up with doing the crown and the eyes. Now I kinda wanna try doing something new with the eyes. I never tried this before, but I think it makes it easier to give a little bit more of details. I kinda did this test, or what you can call it. I don't know, it shows up. I cannot use bad colors for my testing, but I'm gonna use more more the right colors when I do this. So this is, I can call it a combination of two, of crocheting and Tunisan something. But it's kind of easy to make a little bit more of details. I don't have my original Gyarados right now to show how I did it before, but before I used half circles shape and then just threaded the yarn over a couple of times to make kind of the color. But I think this can add a little bit more, give more of a shape. So to do it, we're gonna use a little bit smaller crochet hook than we had used before, and we're gonna use this a little bit thinner kind of yarn. I don't know exactly how thick it is. I think this is for about 2 or 3 size crochet needles, or 3 or 5. But I'm gonna use crochet needles. It's 1.5 millimeters. I don't know. I guess it's gonna be the appearance size of it. And to make it easier, if you kind of think about it, you can use 2 to making it. And this Tunisian crocheting is kind of like a combination of crocheting and knitting in a sense, because you kind of get the same backside like in knit, and it's not a good example of what it is, but the quality is you can kind of design the kind of structure you kind of want to build up on just a piece of paper with squares on it. So this is the representation that I have done on this. And it's 2 ways you can kind of start it. You can get different results depending if you work on from this angles or you work from this side. So you start with this road, or if you start from this road. I started on with this rotation, or what you can call it, or this road when I did this eye, and I kind of like a little bit fat size of it, but I'm definitely not gonna use green and green and yellow because they're kind of clash. I don't know if it shows even on camera, but so yeah. But I'm gonna do the same kind of rotation. So I'm gonna work from this way and up. So each road is gonna represent, but I kind of made this after I made my eyes for my Gyarados, but I kind of made it to show kind of the difference depending on which rotation you can work it from. So I said you can work it from 2 rotations, so you can work from or rows ways. So if you work from this rotation, you're gonna get this more like flatted kind of version. That's I think you can use it, but you have to add on a little bit more rows to get kind of the base for the eye. But you kind of get more of the size that I have on my original. I can still not show it really because I don't have it on me at the time. But you see kind of the eyes kind of narrow itself And like I said, if you're working on this way, you can get more true to kind of like a pixelated version of it. So you kind of get maybe a little squeezed down, but the kind of the size is kind of more size kind of still stay the same. And it was this one it's this one I'm gonna use to make it. But you can kind of work out which kind of style or which kind of shape you kind of want on the eye, and you kind of choose which kind of work pace you wanna. So if you want to have a little bit more of a squeezed eye, you can work from this way, but I say add a little bit more of rose because it's it gets really thin in a way. So, but anyway, it's it all depends on the crown. It's squeezing down the eyes and make the mean look even more. But it's a little bit interesting to see how different it is to work from different angles on just one the same kind of pattern. So yeah, I started on with this rotation, or what you can call it, or this road when I did this eye, and I kind of like a little bit fat size of it, but I definitely not gonna use green and green and yellow because they're kind of clash. I don't know if it shows even on camera, but so yeah. But I'm gonna do the same kind of rotation. So I'm gonna work from this way and up. So each road is gonna represent, but you can just, it's kind of like pixel art, ideally how you make the constructions. So I'm gonna start with that. And one thing that's kind of important when you're gonna do it, you're gonna want to have as little of kind of edges as possible in the ending, because you don't want to have a big bulk when you're gonna sew it on. So you're gonna go just above the size needed to make it, so you can just get 1 stitches, and you can just give a little bit of a lip on the sides only, that can easily kind of folds in. So yeah, so I'm gonna follow my pattern of what you can call it on that one. And the good thing is you can easily shift colors, and you can kind of try to work in. They're not so see-through, depending on how you mark them out. So yeah, so I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for me. So I'm gonna start by doing a chain that's 10 over. So I'm gonna start with my brown, because I kind of want to have that as a sidebar. So I'm gonna start doing a chain that's 10. Sorry, I cannot improvise how to explain it. So 1, 10, and 1 that's kind of just a 0 stitch, like so. So if you've done Tunisian before, or what name you prefer to call this technique, I think the right way is you're gonna go from the back of the chain, but because we're not really going for Tunisian's edges on it, so you can kind of do it simply. So you can just kind of go on one side of the chain, like so. So just do So the kind of idea with Tunisan is you kind of work all these stitches on and then you work them off in a way. So to follow my kind of my sheet here, so to begin on doing the eyes, it's gonna be so yeah, gonna shift colors on the first stitch, kind of like so. So now gonna work on, so there, we're gonna try to hide the frets, so when you're done, kind of like so. So if you check your printer, you're gonna do 6 of this, 6 white, and then the last 2, or the last 3, because we do one more. The last 4 is gonna be, the last 3 it's gonna be from brown. And to kind of give a nice back on this, we can kind of work this brown in. So when this follows, you can kind of fold it back. So now it's behind, and that's next stitch is gonna close it, and you kind of work together with it. So that's 3. So to shift the colors, you can just leave this hanging and start with brown. So, and if you find it kind of difficult to have all the stitches on your crochet hook, or if you're gonna do something bigger, you can use more crochet hooks. And so the first couple of rows is gonna be the most frustrating, because then you have nothing actually to grip on like in normal occasions. So to work steady with Tunisan is you're gonna work up kind of like when you have a, like with knitting, and then it's kind of like when you're knitting off in a way. So first one is gonna be one, so then go through, so the first one is go through 1, and the next one is gonna go through 2, or go through together, or how you see it, like so. And to shift the colors, you just go to the white, like so. And the last one is gonna be brown. Like so. So you can kind of, on the way back, you can kind of work so you don't have this open kind of ear, or can I call it, or open loop. So that's the first row. So next row is gonna be 7 white. So the first one is gonna be 1 up, just to give it back, like so. And now we're gonna shift to the white, and we can, together with this, go and kind of work in the back. Like so, and go to brown. And kind of, just like when you shifted to and added the white, you can gonna shift when you come to the red. So I'm gonna do this fast now, and I'm gonna show kind of how we're gonna crochet around it to create the eye. But Right, so now I have my left and my right. I don't know if I made them exactly the same. I don't know. A little bit different when you do in different directions, then and the stitches kind of lies differently depending on which direction it comes a little bit. So if you do design your own, or you do it, you kind of have to try to find something that's kind of works, because they're kind of overlap in some directions. So we need to kind of build up what we can call the eyelid, or the eyelashes, or the conjunction. Then, because we made it so we have a white and a with the brown around, we can kind of have easier to see where the kind of stitch is gonna go. So we're gonna kind of do a circle around, and then we're gonna do kind of this overlap. It's gonna come. It's kind of easy. It's just to give more of a shape of it. So I'm gonna start with that one. So with this kind of pattern, can I have overlapping? Can I have like a stitch, or what comes over, like so? So this is gonna be the ones you're gonna stitch through. So if I begin this, so there, go through them like so. And I'm gonna use my small needle to begin with. So to begin with, you're just gonna follow the white side. Like so. And you can already starting to see kind of effect I want on it. So now we can gonna make it bigger in size, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do a row that's one, do one, and then do one with two. So it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So the first one is gonna be 2. I go to my bigger crochet hook. Like so. So now we can have the idea of how to make that other one. So to give a little bit more of a, we're gonna give kind of this eyelash, this what is it called? Yeah, this kind of over layer skin, I can call it, to give this kind of a little bit more of a mean-eye, or what can call it? I guess we can call it mean-eye. So it's pretty simple. I'm just gonna crochet when you kind of have the form. I'm gonna call it kind of like an overlap, because you overlap and you kind of crochet inside, what you can call it. So you're gonna crochet around and instead of going up over this, you're gonna go over, and then on its back you're gonna crochet like you do in stitches on it, and then it comes back. So you get this. So you give this. So you're gonna crochet around and then fold over. And depending on right or left, you're gonna have this treated on like so. So this one is so this row is gonna be just normal stitches. So now the stitch is gonna come, instead of going on this line, you're gonna start doing like a new row. Like so. So now we can have one eye, and it's kind of give the beginning of kind of like the angry eye or the kind of the mean eye. So it's gonna go like so, and then you can add the crown. It's kind of hides a little bit more of the seam. Plus, I thought my head was a little bit small on top, and it's need to be a little bit. It's gonna add a little bit of a bump for each eye. So leave about a sewing edge like so. So we have that, and then just gonna do the same on this one, but in the other direction. So you get so you're gonna do this for the left side and the right side. So yeah. Like so. So it's a little bit difficult because we kind of want to get bigger on one side either way. So leaving a good sewing edge tail on both of them. So try to center all the remaining on the middle, so you have a little that pops out possible, and we're just gonna try to sew them on. Like so. So when I sew them on, I kinda notice kinda wrong thing I did on my part. Kinda did the eyelash a little bit or a little bit longer on one side than the other, but I don't think it's so noticeable if you don't try to look at it right on. You can kinda maybe fix it by just sewing it up a little bit more, but maybe I do that later. So yeah, so now it's kind of just the face crown, or what I want to call it, and it's kind of we start. So I kind of watched a little bit more of a reference before I did this, but it's kind of big, but it's kind of hard to describe how big it's gonna be. So it's gonna be around, not too big, but still kind of give an expression of it. This is big. It's not gonna be bigger than any of the back spikes or something. So to begin, I'm gonna crochet a chain, and I'm gonna use kind of the same method with going crocheting on and making and then sew it on. So I'm gonna begin making a chain, and this is gonna be the spike that comes right over, because you're gonna do this spike in two turns, or what you're gonna do one chain that goes up, and then you're gonna close it all, and then you're gonna do the one that goes over like so. So I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna do a chain of 15. So 1, 15, like so, 15. And good way to kind of make so you know which size you want it. It's kind of depends on how you're gonna want it, but you gonna do this, and then you're gonna squeeze it to give kind of like form. You're gonna do this, so like before, do one more stitch. Just gonna represent the 0 stitch in a way. So 16, and now do 2 rotation around. This works around the chain. So you're gonna crochet round, and then come back on the backs when you have, and do 1 and crochet around the chain, not back and forth in the chain, around the chain. So work around. like so. So now I've done 2 rows, so you get kind of like fat sides like this one. So now we're gonna do 1 half stitch like so, and we're gonna close it like with the nail like so. Then we're gonna flatten this and do 1 more. Kind of like when we close up the sides in this one, but we're gonna just close up 1 from the top like so. Now we're gonna do 1 more. Now we're gonna start doing 1. So we're gonna kind of close it up in sections to give kind of like this spike effect afterwards, or kind of like this version. So now we're gonna do 1 more row around. And on this one, I'm gonna do 1 more. So, and together like so. So, in a way, this is gonna be the front, and this is gonna be the back, and it's gonna give shape of the crown. So I'm gonna continue doing that for about to come about little less than the half the way down. So a couple more rows. So start doing crocheting around one again. So after a while, you can gonna give this shape. That's kind of like right. It's kind of scoops down, or what I can call it. It's gonna give this kind of shape, and that's okay because the idea is we're gonna flatten this like this. So this is gonna be the front. This is gonna be the back. So if we look at it now, like so. So it's kind of gonna give this kind of shape, and it's gonna come about there. So I think we can kind of start closing it down the whole way and start on the one that goes over like so. So this is gonna be the last one. So now we're just gonna work down. Like so. So we're just gonna leave it off, and you don't really need to leave sewn edge yet, because you can leave that after. You're gonna work in this. Gonna work this in with the one that goes over like over there, but give a little bit of a tail to kind of fasten it on the other one, like so. So that's the first part. It kind of gives what you can call kind of like this kind of size. It's gonna come there, like so. And it's not going to be so much higher. So now we can start with the other two spikes, working hard, because it's gonna just be a bar that comes over in a way, and it's gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna create together or in with this one on the bottom, but it's not so hard, and we're gonna kind of do what we did when we close it down to make this kind of point, but we're gonna do that on both sides in a way. So this was 15, so now we're gonna do a chain that's 20 that's by 20 or something, because I'm looking rough in pictures. It's kind of long, but it's not so long. It can only goes about to the back, to about here, so it kind of goes as far enough so it kind of points to where this kind of back gills are. So it kind of comes out, and it doesn't go any farther than to this. So you not really need to do it really long, but it's kind of long in pictures, but it's not so long. It's kind of hard to explain, but so this is gonna be a chain of 20. So 1, 20. So that's 20. So it's gonna come so. It's kinda, when you sew it on later, it's gonna be sew on the kind of like the eyelash things, or the that's kind of form like a unibrow, or what you can call it. So with this, like before, do one more, so it's 21, and start doing. So you're gonna chain this to come to the middle of it, because when you go to the middle, you're gonna chain it together to this one. So you selected one before, you're gonna chain around. You're gonna actually around the chain. So that one is the middle. So with this stitch, you're gonna do it together with the middle of this. So you can have the back of this, and you know where to close it. So this stitch is gonna come together to locked on, or kind of like sew it on this one. And like so, you can kind of work in this tail that you have left on this one too. And now it's gonna continue around to become to this, because we're gonna kind of make it go flat on this. So we're gonna crochet together with on this, and then do 2 stitches, and then crochet on that, so it's kind of lies flat on this one. So I'm gonna continue with that. Alright, so with this stitch comes now, you're gonna stitch it together with the side, so it comes flat on. So it's on that side together with this one, and do normal stitch, and then do like 2 normal stitches over. Or 3, if depending on how flat it becomes afterwards. Yeah, 2 was enough, I think, or maybe 3. together. So, like this. So now we're gonna do one more road, kind of like the same but one, and then we're gonna kind of start close it down the same way we did on this one. So we're gonna do, kind of give it kind of like the pointed. So this one's gonna come about here, and it's kind of, when you sew it on later on, it's kind of gonna go straight on kind of the unibrow, the eyelashes in a way, where the eyelashes should be. So kind of, I did this kind of like for making the shape of the eye more present and to have something to sew it on. To not sew it directly onto the eye. So this first row is going to be normal. Like so. So now we can start closing down one of the sides, just like we did on this top. So do on the top 1/2 stitch, then do one like so. And then crochet and do one on this side, and then you're gonna continue it like 3 times on both sides to kind of give this kind of like, I want to call it banana kind of curve, or what you can call it, but yeah, it's kind of like a banana in the shape. So continue over and do it on the other side. I think that's pretty much enough. So now I'm just gonna close the back on this completely, and then I come back to you. Like so. So now you have close this up, and just like this one, you can flatten it, then give yourself a reasonable amount of sewn edge or sewn tail. So yeah, so first thing before you sew it on is you want to sew this. You're gonna move the thread, so you're gonna sew this part. So that's the first part you're gonna sew. Then it's gonna come on like this, and then this kind of be sewn on kind of like on the latches to give the shape. So we're gonna do that, and then I come back to you. I think that's pretty much that. I think you can make it maybe a little bit longer, but it's kind of hard to get the size right, I think, because when you do it too long, it kind of looks flimsy in a way, and yeah. And like with the eyes, you can kind of make them different or smaller, or do them from different kind of rotations to make them kind of slimmer in a way. But I think that's pretty much all it is. So bye.